altered the testimony he gave on his deathbed. Dolores Valderramos
one
Garcia.
politician
It became the mission
became the mission.
of one politician.
What is your mission?
Yeah,
To start the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club this morning.
right on time, but a little bit late, but still on time. So welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. Also, we want you to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. Therefore, the views, opinions, statements expressed by the host, guest, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Gems is ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Motivational Monday.
You heard that. So, all right, listen,
Yeah.
I was motivated this morning, right?
Okay.
I even grabbed my glasses and then couldn't find my keys. And then I left my glasses.
That's how it happens. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. Some Monday mornings. It's a Monday morning.
It don't matter.
Monday morning, the morning after Mother's Day. How was Mother's Day?
Mother's Day was amazing. So let me tell you, I got up really early and I went and made some money. So I went and
That's a good way
Ubered.
to start
So listen,
Mother's Day.
I did. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up. I went and Ubered early in the morning.
Okay.
And then something happened. I got to go get my AC checked out in my car. Because
Okay.
it like started to go out a little bit.
Ooh.
Like after 4 hours, it was kind of like not as cold.
Okay. It was hot though.
But
still, it should have been cold.
It still should have been cold.
Yeah.
Right. So then I switched over and did Instacart.
Okay.
So like I have like all these.
Hey, man.
So then I did some shopping for some people.
Okay.
And I stayed in the store.
Was it Mother's Day? The Mother's Day vibe.
Some stuff was. So my last
card section. Yeah.
My last 3 deliveries was flowers and all that other stuff, which was fine.
Okay. Okay.
But like my first couple of them, I was like in the store just shopping and bagging them for them.
Okay.
So I never even had to leave the store. Now I didn't realize how hard it is to really shop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I
don't
know
like
what
shopping.
I want. I know. So
I don't
you know,
like shopping.
like because typically people are not like this super creative. Like when they cook, like they do a different meal every day. Like you try every once in a while, you get spontaneous.
Sure.
But usually you go to
you got your rhythm.
You got your rhythm. You know your regular smugglers. You go to
what
the
is it today? Is it this today or is it that today? But it's going to be something that you're familiar with. Yeah.
But shopping for other people.
Okay.
My Lord.
Okay. So this haven't done this before?
No, this is the first time I done been approved and Instacart been
something.
But
see, if I did it, I think I would be one of them. Just go grab it and drop it off.
No, you think it is,
but not go try and find it.
You gotta find it. That's what you gotta do. So and it tell you the aisle. So like
I tell you where everything is.
It kind of tell you, but you really have to pay attention because like it'd be like grade A chicken breast, skinless, cut up. Then you grab the chicken breast, you scan it, wrong item.
Oh, like, I tell you.
Yeah,
this ain't what they sent you here.
Right, and then you kind of got
pretty cool though.
It is, and so once I got it, so after the first and two, after the second time, I got the groove of it, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, and I made some decent money. So happy Mother's Day.
That's what's
after
up.
that,
that's what's
because
up.
at 3:00 we had to all the men in our family put together a Mother's Day dinner for us.
All right.
They decorated. They gave us awards.
Okay.
They had them all framed for us.
That feels very honor thy motherish.
And then it really was.
Yeah,
so listen, the matriarchs of our family, my auntie Glenda is 93.
Oh wow!
And my auntie Lois is 92.
Oh,
and when they called my auntie Lois, she got up and started dancing with the music. And just to see how spunky they is, that's what I want to be when I'm in my 90s.
I hear that
because they got all their sense. So
got all their sense and can get up and do a two-step if they
they need to. So yes,
no, that's amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that. And honor thy mother. Thank you for all of the honors. And I did see that Fred was paying for some mothers to do something.
The Hive.
Okay.
The Hive on 16th Street.
Which is where the Cash Mob. Cash Mob was there Saturday.
Oh, they was.
And then so that's where he was paying for the meals.
He did like the first 50 women or something like that.
Okay.
I wish I would have made it. I did make it.
Okay. My wife, she's official Cash Mobber.
Oh, so she
do all the cash mobs.
I'm with it.
She do cash mobs, but they were sold out. So they had a sold out cash mob Saturday by the time my wife went over. So she ended up going to 727, which is
Seafood
where
across the street,
which was where the first cash mob was.
Right.
And shout out to Qiana Rucker and the family for what they did.
Charles over there.
Yeah.
But I really do want to go to the Hive.
Okay.
I want to go to their brunch. It was so much stuff to do. I know Lux had their thing there.
Okay.
JQ's had their Mother's Day thing. So the city had places to go.
That's what's up. That's so amazing. It was good.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I did hardly nothing really. Just kind of took it easy after last weekend. Yeah. I have to alternate. Like my every others.
Yeah, every other.
Yeah, and then I had a whole lot of plans that I didn't do because I just was like kind of chilling. A lot of work to be done, so I'm kind of in catch-up mode. A little bit of catch-up mode today.
I'm going to be building. I went and bought some stuff from IKEA.
I was just watching the story of IKEA, and it's a great story.
Oh.
just on how he came up with the idea, like we'll just send y'all the stuff and let y'all put it together. Yeah,
well, man, that's how most stores go to.
Made billions of dollars.
But just think about it.
But I mean, it was a time where that wasn't a thing, and he came in at the time when you would order furniture and it was already together. You wouldn't get a box with all of the pieces in it and then have to put it together yourself. That was an innovation.
Okay. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, that was innovation. It's like, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll just send you the stuff and you can put it together yourself. That was like a great idea at the time.
Yeah, but
now it's a common thing. You go get it in, you know.
But I'm thinking I get these little boxes and I bought nightstands and I bought like a shelf.
Right.
Right. And I see it. I'm like, oh, it got to have a million pieces.
How many screws you got left?
I haven't. Listen, I haven't even opened up the boxes yet.
Yeah. Because I always have screws left over. I'm just saying. Do you know what hantavirus is?
Something they made up, but go ahead.
Hantavirus is not a made up thing. But
all right.
So put it in the chat, y'all. Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you know what hantavirus is?
Isn't that what somebody got off the boat?
It was on the boat.
And
yeah. Hantavirus. And
which they shouldn't have let them get off the boat if you already have a name for it. Right? This is what I'm saying. Like they be playing in our face. If they already got a name for it,
Miss Eva was having.
Why didn't they already on the boat? Quarantine them.
But so let's talk about what it is.
Oh my God.
And then maybe we'll see if we need to quarantine. But some people are saying this may be like the next thing that shut everybody down.
That's why I'm saying like I'm not listening. I'm not listen.
Okay. So Yubi says, what is it? I'm glad you asked, Yubi.
There you go, because I wasn't asking you.
Hantavirus. Hantavirus is a rare but very serious virus spread mainly through contact with rodent droppings, urine, saliva, or dust contaminated by infected rodents, especially mice or rats. People can become infected when they sweep or clean areas with rodent waste, breathe in contaminated dust, or touch contaminated surfaces and then touch their mouth or nose.
So just like anthrax. Because if you smell anthrax,
it's a little different though.
But I'm just saying, it's just something that
it's the sickness you get when you clean up rat droppings and
So now you don't supposed to clean it?
N95. Here's what you do. It says why people are talking about it. Health officials periodically warn about hantavirus because it can become severe very quickly. Early symptoms often feel like the flu, and many people don't realize exposure can happen while they're cleaning their garages, sheds, abandoned homes, storage units, or storm-damaged properties. The symptoms that you want to watch for are fever, fatigue, muscle aches, headaches, and chills, often mistaken for the flu or COVID at first. Severe symptoms include trouble breathing, chest tightness, fluid buildup in the lungs, and severe cases can become life-threatening and require emergency care. You want to know how it spreads, Q?
How does it spread?
It spreads most commonly through deer mice. That's DEER, deer mice. I didn't know it was a different kind of mice. Deer mice, rats and rodents in enclosed spaces. Risk increases in areas with rodent infestations, cabins, sheds, garages, flood, or storm cleanup situations. You want to know how to protect yourself?
A mask.
Protect yourself with, it says, don't sweep dry rodent droppings. Vacuum rodent waste directly. Don't vacuum rodent waste directly. This can send contaminated particles in the air because the dust from the rodent droppings.
But it said don't sweep it.
So don't sweep it and don't vacuum it.
So how the hell you pick it up?
The new rabies, you said. So you, if you can't sweep it, and you can't vacuum it, how did you pick it up? That's a really great question, and it does not say. So here's what it says you do. It don't say how to pick it up. It just says ventilate the area, open doors and windows for at least 30 minutes before cleaning. So air everything out before you clean. Spray first. Use bleach solution or EPA disinfectant. Wet the area before touching anything.
Okay.
Wear protection, so gloves and masks is another.
So you disarm. So before you clean, you got to disarm.
You got to you got to
You got to spray it with the bleach. Let it open it up. kill it, and then sweep it on
This
my
sound like a whole hazmat type
It
situation.
did, and you know what is crazy is because hurricane season is about is upon us in a little bit, right? So now we have this thing that
Hantavirus.
Be careful out there, y'all.
Come from rat droppings and you and so it says seal entry points, prevent rodents from getting inside, fix holes, cracks, store food securely, remove clutter. And again, to your point, this matters because hurricanes, flooding, vacant property cleanup, abandoned buildings, storage cleanouts, all of these things run the risk of exposure to hantavirus.
Okay, so I don't think I have many rodents at my house.
Okay.
I don't think so now I feel like I gotta buy some masks and gloves for my cleaning people.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to get sick on my dime.
No, please and thank you. Charlie Funk was good. And so that's the prompt. It says, have you ever dealt with any rodent issues in your home or neighborhood? And do you feel cities do enough to address it? I remember when we were on city council, when I was on city council, there was actually a proposal to change the poison that the city uses, because if you call the city will actually come out and they'll do these bait boxes and they'll put them out to help you get rid of rodents. That's a service that the city provides.
Learn something new every day.
Yep, true. And so yeah, like you having an infestation, call the city, they can help you with it. However, one of the things that they did was the poison that they were using. It's called rodenticide, I think it was the word that I learned during that process. The rodenticide was dangerous and they changed it. So it was like a different kind of rodenticide, because if like cats and other animals get a hold to this rodenticide, it would make them really sick and possibly even kill them. And so the city during that time changed the
that's nice
changed the stuff that they used to kill rats. But yeah, if you having issues with rodents,
that's why my mama cut down our mango tree. We had a mango tree forever. She said she used to see rats holding the mangoes running across.
That's so cartoonish.
Like you see them and they'll bite it and then leave a piece and then they drop. Like it was just crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she got rid of the tree because of the rodents.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. No, I hear that. So y'all, if you're dealing with rodents or rodent infestation, you can call the city. And if you see rodent droppings, you just found out that you can't sweep them, you shouldn't vacuum them up, and there's other ways that you should handle that stuff.
Spray it down first.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out how can hantavirus lead to a pandemic when
play in our face.
And they were saying that it's not really like that it's not as contagious as coronavirus.
I just think they play in our face. I just think they want to scare people into going out buying all this stuff because you want to be prepared, because nobody wants to be sick.
No, of course not.
So you go out here and do all this other stuff. So
yeah.
I know what I'm not doing. I don't care what virus come. Y'all can't give me no shot.
Oh yeah, that's like foregone. Fully understood. I'm not doing that.
I'm not getting in that line.
Yeah, to being on an apology line 20 years later.
No, not even 20 years later.
Like 5 or 6 years now.
No.
Yeah, on the apology line.
Good morning.
Yeah. And then also saw that there's chain restaurants are closing, hundreds of locations, and people are asking what's happening in the industry right now. So across the country, major restaurant chains are shutting down hundreds of locations in 2026 as rising costs, changing customer habits, inflation, labor expenses, and lower sales continue to pressure the industry. Some companies say they're closing underperforming stores to focus on profitability and long-term survival. Others are restructuring after years of financial struggles. Some of the chains that are reportedly closing locations in 2026, fast food and quick service. You want to hear what they are?
Wendy's
closing roughly 300 to 350 locations.
Oh no, we saw it here.
Yeah.
Like we woke up yesterday we had Wendy's and then tomorrow
wasn't no Wendy's.
And wasn't no Wendy's.
Yeah. Is the Wendy's still on 34 over here?
On the north side, not on the south side.
Not on the south side. The south side.
And
they just rebuilt that. They redid and redesigned.
The south side, the one on 4th Street gone, the one on Roosevelt been gone.
Okay.
Yeah, when you woke up one day, it was like, ain't no Wendy's.
Let's put it in the chat, y'all. When the last time you been to Wendy's before they close?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut is another one that's on the list. They're closing about 250 stores.
Woke up one day, we ain't have Pizza Hut no more.
So you really shop with these people?
You know what? It's not that I really even shop with them, because like I'm not like a heavy goer to Wendy's, but I'm out and about, and so like I'm seeing all these places.
Yeah.
And then they were gonna close the Krispy Kremes, and they had said that
was it a protest?
I don't know what happened.
What saved Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme still open. They say because they was supposed to close in like March.
The 4th Street. That's the only one, right?
Yeah, only one here in St. Pete.
Okay.
And I went in there and they didn't close. Who else on this list?
Okay. Papa John's. Around 200 locations are expected to close from Papa John's. Jack in the Box. I don't know where
and Jack's in the Box in here. That's like over there, California, like out that way.
Yeah, like West Coast type deal. Yeah. And then Subway. They say Subway closed 729 stores last year.
Subway.
Okay, see, I ain't been to Subway in a very long time.
You usually like you go in there.
Subway used to be the you get the $5 foot long and all of that kind of stuff.
But you know, fast food is expensive. People are trying to figure out different ways to save money. So they're cooking. They're doing big pots of meals and making stuff stretch.
Sean, you hear that? Coach D, good morning. Also, so those are like the fast food and the quick service, but then there's also casual dining and sit down chains. Denny's,
they've been closing.
They're continuing. It says continuing to close. They're also restructuring. Red Robin plans on closing 70 closures.
Well, they closed Red Robin in the mall a long time ago.
Okay, yum.
Yeah. Red Robin. Yum. Okay.
and then Bahama Breeze. I actually got a gift card for my birthday, and we was looking at
Bahama Breeze is they're switching it. So the Bahama, from my understanding, they're closing, but they're changing it to like one of their
other brands.
Yes, and so they're getting away from the Jamaican style, the Caribbean style of it, and making it and
they're making it something.
Why do I know all of this?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about DoorDash picking up food and driving and being out. But what they're saying is rising costs, so restaurants are paying more for food supplies, labor, rent, insurance, and utilities. Customers' habits are changing because people are now eating at home more, looking for cheaper options, and they're using delivery apps instead of dining in. Some brands, they said, expanded too fast, so certain chains grew aggressively during their early years, and now they have too many weak locations. Franchises are struggling, and declining foot traffic is another piece of it. One of the things that it says here is that it matters because it affects people's jobs. So, if you're working at these places, you're going to be losing your job. Maybe you're going to lose your job. Commercial property vacancies, neighborhood access to food, franchise owners and workers, and especially for communities where chain restaurants are major employers for young people, working class residents, and part-time workers. And so, what y'all thinking, y'all? How you feeling? You've seen them, but have y'all seen these closings? Are you paying attention?
I've definitely seen these closings. You go around there is a lot of, but I think it's gonna recycle itself eventually.
So do you think that this is a sign of a struggling economy, or people just have changed their habits?
Both. A struggling economy because going out to eat is a luxury. Or you think it is. Unless, if you have a household of two, like you could go out it used to be like a household of two sometimes will be cheaper for you to just go buy, like sit down and eat, than to go and try to cook a whole meal with all the ingredients. But now, no.
Okay. And so, 8 o'clock, y'all, Tiffany said the Bahama Breeze in Tampa will be open for another year, but the others will be changed to another concept soon. All right, sound like you kind of rock with Bahama Breeze too. And I do too. It's been a while since I've been there, but I was planning on going. So I think I'll get over there.
But
it's been a long time.
But Bahama Breeze, they got Red Lobster. Like your coupon got like Red Lobster.
They do. They got the cheddars and all up under that umbrella.
Yeah. So you can go to all them different places.
We got options.
You got options. Okay, it's 8 o'clock, y'all. And we got some stuff after the hour. We're going to talk about being a step parent.
Yes.
Child support. You got to ask Qiana.
Yeah.
We got a would you rather.
And we got this guy who murdered 8 children and then was killed by the police. We want to talk about what's going on, what caused this man to snap, and your reactions to that. And so we'll be back about 6 minutes after the hour. Tag a friend, tell a friend. Stay tuned.
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just a rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together, under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together,
Must stand together.
all together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United
stand
we shall rise.
fighting for
And you fight for me
till our race is done.
till we see God.
United we must
United we will rise. Clap with me.
under
Clap.
God we
Clap.
are one.
Yes, sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
GB on the track,
Every
man, and I
day,
mean this. It's from the
fight for
heart.
peace, not destroying
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing. My dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling that wall with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty held tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together, under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroy
unquote. Mohammadi.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
See that.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. We also want you to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the positions, policies, or views of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliate sponsors, or partners. So yeah, man. So before the break, y'all, we were talking about the Hunter virus. Go back if you don't know what the Hunter virus is, how to protect yourself from it, and keep your eyes open with it and what's going on, because I've been hearing some rumblings, and if we learned anything from 2020, right, you got to really just kind of filter your information. Like, you remember the first time you heard about COVID? You remember, like, the first time somebody said COVID-19 and this is a thing? What was your immediate reactions to that?
I can't really remember. The president was like, "It's a joke."
Yeah.
I remember
it's just like a cold. It's gonna be gone in 3 days.
He was, and then remember he threw away the book, because remember there was the swine flu that was supposed to come back. Obama
did all kind of prevention stuff.
Sure that, and he gave him the handbook, and he said, "I don't need that.
Need that book.
Anything that
need that Obama book.
You know, let me tell you, anything that got Obama name in it, he hated, and he tried to demolish it. He don't care the peace agreement. It don't matter if it say Obama, it got to go. Right.
No, that is crazy. Good morning, Nashia. What's good with you? And so I remember. And it was actually on my timeline, you know, around, I want to say March or April, because we started canceling events. I remember, like, they were announcing that, you know, like, this virus was moving around. And I remember we had, I want to say either a New Deal for St. Pete meeting or something that we were planning on doing. And we got on the call and we was like, should we cancel it because of this thing that's happening? And we decided that we was going to cancel the meeting. And after we canceled it, I think that was like our last in-person meeting for 9-10 months or something like that.
And then, okay, I remember y'all came back out for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And then it was Father's Day right after it.
Yeah. No, we still did Mother's Day. We did Honor Thy Mother that year.
Okay.
We did Honor Thy Mother at Chef Mel's, I want to say.
You did, and we did, and we did Honor Thy Father.
Yeah. We moved the Honor Thy Mother celebration to the food truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we did the food truck at JTD's.
Yeah.
That was the first year.
Yeah.
That was the first year.
And then we did Juneteenth. I remember that.
The Juneteenth was the event Honor Thy Mother.
Yeah.
Then it was the Juneteenth event. Then it was the Father's Day event.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a time.
And then everybody got shut down. I still work.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm
Me
in the
too.
care.
I worked more then than
but a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, and we were hiring people who weren't working. I remember we were bringing people on for the street team because we were doing eviction outreach. Evictions were high, and so we innovated a program where we were pulling the Pinellas County eviction records, and we would go knock on doors and talk to people who were facing evictions to let them know about the community law program.
Good morning, Tony.
And the assistance that was available to try and help people stay in their properties.
Yeah.
That model actually has been institutionalized now. It's actually the way that they do business at the city using the CDAT model. So shout out to CDAT. King Jab, the innovator, and King Ree and Mr. Edmond, and just like the whole CDAT team. We did mask up. Like before people were saying wear masks, we was like putting out masks and all of those things. So man, I'm hoping we don't have to go through anything like that again. And so don't sweep up the rat droppings.
Spray them first, disarm it.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do.
Disarm the rat poop. Yeah, we talking. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about the hantavirus. Good morning. I see you, the competitive readers. T, what's happening, my brother? And so the hantavirus is the new thing that is a topic of conversation. They said it killed Gene Hackman and his wife or something too. By the way,
that was like a year ago.
Yeah,
when they found them in their house.
Yep,
they was trying to figure out why.
They said it was hantavirus.
Oh well, they stayed in a farm or somewhere like deep off. Like I want to say.
But anyway,
yeah, because I don't trust some people.
Yeah, so be mindful. All right, so sad story, but it's bringing up conversations around mental health, domestic violence. Of course, we still in Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so I'm just going to read it as it says here. So one of the deadliest mass shootings, they're calling it a mass shooting, mass shootings in America in recent years happened in Shreveport, Louisiana, when a 31-year-old Shamar Elkins killed 8 children, 7 of them his own, during a domestic violence rampage across 2 homes. The children ranged in age from 3 to 11 years old. 2 women, including his wife and ex-wife, were also shot and seriously injured. One 12-year-old girl reportedly escaped by jumping from a roof. Police say the violence stemmed from an ongoing domestic dispute tied to separation and relationship conflict. After the shootings, Elkins fled, carjacked another vehicle, and later died after a confrontation with the police. They're saying that the biggest part of the story is that this wasn't random violence. This was domestic violence. It was a family annihilation, unresolved trauma, access to guns, and warning signs that people now say have been overlooked. Experts say many mass shootings actually begin as domestic situations inside of a home. And so if y'all haven't seen it, or if you have, let us know. What are your thoughts on this situation? Definitely tragic.
Mental health is so real.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get people help who don't want to get help.
Okay.
And this is when it's good, like Keisha Gucci Man wife.
Okay, yeah.
Keisha do whatever her name.
Dior?
Dior, is it Dior?
I don't know.
Keisha.
Yeah, if you said it, I probably
you're right. So
like, yeah, that's
right, somewhere like that, right?
Kayor,
Dior, one. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
So Gucci Man wife.
Right on.
She had him committed.
Okay.
Like she was like, they went in, he was mad, he was but she knew that she had sometimes you have to do the things that you don't want to do to help the people to get the help that they need. But what happens is in our system is usually when stuff like this happen, the first thing we do is want to incarcerate them.
Yeah.
And what the incarceration does is make bigger beasts because they end up being angry. Usually don't get the help that they need. They now in a place where they're fighting and they're adding more trauma to it. And so there has to be this middle ground where we get them and be able to give them the tools so that they can handle themselves so that they're not spiraling out of control.
Right. Right. And I mean, it's just interesting, right? I saw a clip, and one of the clips was from a black man saying how he had also had similar thoughts. Like he was basically saying how when he was dealing with a domestic situation, divorce, and they were trying to take everything from him, like the thought that he had in his mind was like, you know what, I ain't going out like this. Like I'm going like.
Everybody got to go.
Everybody got to go.
If I'm finna fall, everybody falling.
Like, but he was like, he ended up not doing it. He just kind of went and, separated himself from the situation and thought it through. But he was like that anger of like how he felt like he was being tried. He felt like he was being disrespected. You trying to take the kids. And he was like, all he had was his kids. All he had was, his family, and you're taking this away from me. He was like, before I let you do that, I'll do myself and I'll kill all these kids. But he talked himself out of it. And when as he was talking, it was like, okay, that's a real thing. That's actually a perspective where people really have a moment where it's like, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out type deal.
And not even just I brought you in, I'll take you out. You're about to lose everything. And you feel like you're being, because people with mental health, like when you don't have the capacity or the tools to be able to articulate how you're feeling, it comes out in anger. Yeah. Right? Because you've never been taught how to.
Let's rewind that back. When you don't have the tools to articulate how you're feeling, right, it comes out in anger. I think that'll be the clip. We're gonna clip that.
No, it does.
Because you're right. That's the root of a lot of domestic violence is you just trying to express yourself
and you don't know how to.
Yeah.
And as a child, when you're like your parents, when they were angry at you, they beat you.
Yeah.
And so you don't understand.
That's how you get the message.
And that's how you get the message. And then the ownership of it is my mama, my daddy own me. Like I'm their property in their mind. Like I'm theirs. And the way that they got me in line was to beat me.
Okay.
And so even though we know that there shouldn't be domestic violence, but that's how, you know what I mean? People take it in, and then you see these domestic violence cases hit because I don't think that person don't love you in some situations. It's just that they never was taught a healthy way to love you.
Yeah. Yeah. And people's ideas of love in this world, man, is like all jacked up. Just because of the traumas and the expressions and all of those things. But what you said about articulation really resonate with me because it's true, particularly for black men. I'll say when you're dealing with a black woman who know how to argue. That's a word, y'all, where we from, argue.
You do.
You might have to Google it and then probably ain't gonna find it exactly right. But a woman who know how to argue, put up a good argument, and you don't know how to argue, it's really frustrating.
It is. And even if you know how to argue and she know how to rebuttal, it's another thing. So I would tell you is that when you realize, because if you lay next to somebody, you can kind of see them spiraling.
Okay.
You can see the tail. You can see when people are unhinged and on their way on a slippery slope.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it was saying here. It was saying like with this particular situation, there were warning signs that people are talking about. The suspect was dealing with separation issues. They said emotional distress. He had prior weapons-related legal problems, and his instability had been escalating before the tragedy. And so experts on domestic violence say that, some of the early signs are possessiveness, threats, the if I can't have you thinking, I can't have you, that's in quotes. Extreme control issues can become deadly when combined with emotional crisis and firearms.
Like, and so what I would tell people is to be careful, right?
Ooh.
But be mindful of the things that you say and you do, because you're thinking that you're doing something to help people or to help the other person, but no, you're actually bringing more harm. I think the first thing we do is go strictly to law enforcement, and we know that, to be honest, law enforcement is not the best for this situation. Think of somebody who's already feel like they are against the world, and then now you have an angry person that you want to cage up. You cage up a wild beast, and what happened? They go crazy. They
lose it. Yeah,
they really
they
lose.
don't just say, "Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. Let me just go."
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They do not, because now they feel like my freedom is taken away. And just think, they're already caged in their mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're trying to figure a way out right now anyway, and they don't have the tools to get out.
Right.
Like, they feel like they're in a maze.
Yeah.
And I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist, so let me say this.
So this does not constitute mental health advice.
But it does, like, when you do.
Qiana told me all.
No,
don't
Qiana's telling you is to use the tools that you have and to try to help, especially Black men.
Yeah.
Because they are labeled as angry, abusive, and all this other stuff. And a lot of times, and they could be all of that, but misheard and misunderstood.
Here's something in the chat. You mentioned how the things that people do and say thinking that is helpful. One of the things that I remember in you writing the share, she says, like the saying, "Stop that crying, suck it up."
Yeah.
All those things hurt our men and some of us women. And Boys Don't Cry has messed us up as a society.
It has. And I heard the most powerful thing.
Okay.
And this came from Brother David Muhammad.
Yeah.
And
Repair the Black family.
Yes. And he said, you tell Black men or men itself that you're not supposed to cry. What's the first thing you do when you come out your mama's womb?
Cry.
So something naturally that's supposed to happen, we tell you not to do it.
Brother David. The first thing you do
when you come out the womb
is cry.
It's cry.
And from that day on, they
tell them not to cry.
Ooh, wow. Powerful. Yeah. So somebody lying somewhere. But yeah, we definitely want to, again, prayers for the family, but I wanted to really lift this up and highlight it because we talked about it a little bit last week with domestic violence, man. And it's like so many nuances and so many things that go into it. But to your point about communication and the ability to express yourself, you know what I'm saying? I think communication, everybody will say that. What's the biggest thing or business secret to success in any relationship is communication.
It's comprehension.
Yeah.
It's you have to have
really understanding what communication is.
Right.
Yeah.
And because if they cannot comprehend and they don't know how to communicate, it don't matter what you do. It's like you can't penetrate that wall.
Yeah.
And I always say this. Men need other men, just like women need other women.
Yeah.
Like that saying, like, I don't hang out with women, all that other stuff. I don't buy into that.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't. I have a lot of great girlfriends, and I have some that cross me, some that haven't. But that's just life.
That's human thing.
And I have a lot of, and you know what? I have been blessed to have a collective of great girlfriends and guy friends.
Okay.
That I consider family. So like my diverse, like I don't feel like you should be put in this box when it comes to being successful.
Right on. All right, so we're going to continue this conversation. We're talking about domestic violence. The situation that we were referring to was there was a man who killed 8 children in Louisiana. And it's sparking conversations about like how do you leave a situation? Also conversations around mental health, mental instability, the ability to recognize the signs of mental illness when somebody is mentally unhealthy. How do you do it? How do you address it?
But when you look at somebody when you're dealing with somebody with any kind of illness, you have to find somebody that they trust.
Okay.
Because when you go to the doctor, they don't go to doctors because you don't trust them. You find a good physician and then you start to take advice from them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't trust the doctors, are you going to go to see if you got high blood pressure? No, you're not. And so like even with the mental health, like you need other people around you to say, yo, bro, like what's going on? Yo, sis.
Yeah.
You do check-in, and we do check-ins all the time.
Yeah, we really do.
We really do, just to make sure everything is going on. But them check-ins and just giving people a safe space to be able to release and putting another thing is allowing yourself to walk in somebody else's shoes just for a second. Yeah. Like you got it bad, but that person also do too. And so if you can just take a pause and be like, okay.
The empathy. Yeah. So this is reminding me, I know Pastor Carlos Sr. and New Hope, I remember a while back, I don't know if they were partnering with the Well and the Center for Wellness, Dr. Brittany and others, but I remember they were doing like these mental health first aid sessions. And so if somebody can tag Pastor Senior and those who have been doing that, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to begin having those conversations and really hosting these types of sessions where they teach you, it's like a 2-day intensive where they teach you what to do when somebody is experiencing a mental health crisis. How do you not escalate it and make it worse?
And the last time,
you know what I'm saying?
And I know this, listen, the last thing you want to do is reach it with anger.
Yeah.
Like for somebody who has dealt with anger.
Right? No, it's funny because I remember, it's funny, but it ain't funny. But I guess I could say this. So there was a brother, he was threatening suicide, right? I've done this by God's grace twice. I've talked 2 people out of committing suicide. In my mind, I don't think they was going to do it for real anyway, but only God and them really knows, right? But in both situations,
you said do it.
I responded by anger. And in the first situation, the brother, he making his threats, and I'm like, in the moment, because I also had suicidal ideation, right? I've dealt with it, you know what I mean? And so I know what it's like to be in that moment where you're in a decision, like, am I going to actually do this or not? Right. And so, like, I know what that feels like. I know what that looks like, right? Because I've really, like, fought that battle. And so I'm watching him, and then it became clear to me, like, okay, you just bullshit. like you really as I'm looking, like you just tripping, right?
Some people do.
Yeah. I mean, not everybody.
No,
Call
not
988 and get this. But it's what made me laugh was because I saw it, right? And to your point about responding with anger, it kind of made me mad because like the police was out there.
You playing with these people.
He done tossed this lady, his girlfriend's house, got it all looking, and you in here acting like you about to do something, and I'm looking at you, and I started like, man, you a punk. You ain't finna do this for real. I ain't no punk. And then he snapped out, and I'm like, okay, well, what you gonna do? Like, what you doing? Yeah. Like, you
did Joe Clark.
I was like, yeah, baby. I'm like, man, it's people really out here, like really out here, and you in here, like playing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could see you playing.
Right, and you just was mad and it went bad, and so you had to feel.
Because she like ready to leave you or something. I'm like, bro, what you doing?
You have to complete the mission, and now you need to abort it. Wish you walked out the house, and in your mind you was like abort, but you was like, no, I don't want you father.
Got to see it all.
No, but I mean,
but he was able to see that, like I saw him, and like the relief that came over him when he saw that I saw him.
Miss Teresa put Keisha Kior.
Right.
She found it.
Thank you so much. but it was interesting because after I said it, the tension that he had, it was like he saw that I saw him. Yeah. And when he recognized I saw him, he was trying to push back and wiggle, but he threw the little weapon down and was like coming out of there like the frustrated child, you know what I mean?
Like kind of power.
Yeah. But then after I thought about it later and I talked to the other brother, he was like, boy, you crazy. Yeah. Like if he really was gonna do it, he probably, but I'm like, I just saw it. I'm like, you ain't like you just playing.
You can tell. Yeah. No, you can't. No, you can't. Let me not say that. But that's sometimes that, so be careful.
I could in that moment, but
be careful.
That does not make me an expert at all. It's just a lived experience. Take it for what it's worth. Yeah.
But be careful, because people feel like they don't have nothing to live for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be in that spot when you can't find a reason.
Fairy side. But yeah, when you're in that situation, I'm sorry.
No, because I said Joe Clark.
Yeah.
But like when people feel like they have nothing to live for,
Yeah.
or their backs against the wall and they're about to lose, then they show you what it looks like to lose it all.
Oh man, yeah.
And so you got to be careful when you're pushing people.
That's true.
There, and you don't and I pray, and I always say people got to find grace and look at situations and give people the situation, give people the opportunity to get the help that they need, other than because imprisonment know it does not help us whatsoever. And some people go in and come out and can make it, but a lot of people go in and can't.
Yeah, a lot of the, I would say, the root of a lot of the injustice in our society is this idea that punishment is justice.
And it's not. Punishment is not justice.
Because what happens is you start to over-punish. And now the fact that you're over-punishing somebody, that is what causes the injustice.
But most people don't mind being punished. Like,
like if I did it up, okay.
I get that. Like,
I know there's a consequence.
I'm okay with the consequence. I'm okay with a justified consequence. But our system has been able to manipulate and trump up charges. Like you get in a fight, and then they say, "Hey, it's battery." You know what I mean, or something like that. Or they go, you do something, or something happens.
You reach your hand in the car to grab the keys, and they say that's burglary.
That's burglary. And now you're looking at 10, 15 years for reaching your hand in. And the system, nobody should be okay with that.
Yeah.
Regardless of how angry you are with anybody, you should not be okay with the system trumping up charges to send anybody to prison for a long period of time because of an argument.
It's like when you see, I mean, nobody likes a bully, right? And so when you see a bully getting beat up, like there's some justice in that. But then even when a bully getting beat up, if the person who's beating them go too far, like there's a such thing as like, okay,
no,
like that's enough. That's enough. You get to a point where it's like, okay, they had it coming, they deserve, but that's too much. That's when we start getting out of punishment into injustice, and I think that happens a lot.
And they know, to be honest, they know how to set us up.
Yeah.
Even when you look at like the charges, and when you listen to people like things that happen, they be like, oh, it was domestic. Man, I fought my brother.
Yeah.
And my mama called and they said this, like, and this was what
when you hear the actual story.
You be like, wait, hold on.
I was just doing that Tuesday. Yeah, I went through something like that.
Yeah, like I got an argument.
Everybody walked away. We sit down and we, chill together now.
I was at the store and somebody disrespected my lady, and then they got in their face and I pushed them, and now I got another charge. Or somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you look at it, and then you have all these charges that was dropped.
Yeah.
But it's still on your thing.
Right.
And so then it looks at it, and then the point system and all that other stuff. So y'all listen, be mindful about what you're doing and put yourself in other people's shoes.
Yeah, and just if you're just tuning in, we're talking about domestic violence awareness month, and not to minimize, right? And so every situation is different. Again, this is not us providing any type of advice or direction or anything like that.
But it's a conversation.
But it is a conversation. Ms. Teresa, thank you for this contribution. She said, this discussion reminds me of where whoopings for our children came from. It was straight out of slavery. Exactly.
And we talked about it. That's how we kind of started out earlier in the conversation. Is because, again, you parents sometimes don't realize that you're creating these little monsters. And then you think it's okay for you to do, but not for them. When you cuss your children out and you're disrespectful and you feel like you come from a place of anger, and then when they then mirror you, you're telling them they're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right. And you're telling
that's
them,
a whole nother unlearn that I got a button on. Like, it's not okay to disrespect children just because they're children.
Right. And then when the children end up disrespecting you, you be like, I'm your mama. But no, but you've been calling me names from the day I was came out the womb. You done told me I ain't ish. You told me I'm a black and beep. And then not on top of that, you're beating me for everything.
Yeah.
There's never a conversation that's had, and then you wonder why you have adults that's acting out.
Yeah.
And you too grown for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Even children that are acting up, you wonder why they, on the playground and they can't have their way and they resort to violence. Is because that's how you get your way in some households. And so again, this is a very broad conversation, and we start talking about stopping the violence. That was one of the things that became clear to me and us and the team when we were doing the whole stop the violence movement. And that's why we stopped saying stop the violence. We went from stop the violence to increase the peace. Because when you look at the mission of stopping violence in this society, it's an impossible feat, except, there go the grace of God and divine intervention. But this society is rooted in violence and is built on violence. And to Ms. Teresa's point, we were raised in households that perpetuate violence. And then now here we march and saying stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we just got to be careful. But I will tell you is use your tools. And I'll tell you, most people don't want to be, most people not out here just wanting to be violent.
No.
Because usually they feel bad.
Yeah, most people want peace.
Most people want peace. They just don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. And sometimes you got to break somebody's neck to establish your peace. Sorry, but it's the truth. All right, y'all. So next up, Big Love. What's good? Big Love for the UK. Appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Miss Debbie got something in the chat. Definitely happening. And thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in. You listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on WUJM 99.1 FM on your FM dial. And we want to just pause for the cause and let you know that if you are a candidate and you're running for office in 2026, y'all better tap in, man. I'm telling you, because right here, right now, on 99 Jams, we have a place for you. We got a spot for you. So if you want to connect with your audience, you want to really get down and really be able to have eye-level conversations, heart-to-heart conversations with the community, 99 Jams the Berg is the place to be. And so if you like to tap in, underwrite a show, be a guest, and all of those things, go to 99jamstheberg.com, hit that contact us button, and we'll get you some information on how
you do that. And we had two of the candidates that's running for mayor.
Yeah.
Maria Scruggs kicked it off.
Yeah, she did.
And
she blazing trails, man. Shout out to
Maria, every candidate here, when I'm looking at the pros and the cons, one thing, Maria, I would have to say big ups to you because she got the signatures.
Yeah, she did petitions.
She did petition because, if you know anything about politics or when you're running, you either have to get the signatures from the community that you in, or you pay.
Yeah, it's like $2,800 to qualify to be
right.
Mayor.
Or you get the signatures.
Yeah.
And Maria was one, I think the only one.
Yeah.
The only one that went and got the signatures. So, she's out here running her race, talking to the
first one
people.
To file, yeah.
Yeah, and doing that. So big ups to you.
Yeah.
Big ups to Brandy.
Yeah.
She came in here.
She came through.
She came through.
What's the day, man? It's Monday?
Yeah, it's Monday.
So it's Friday.
So she came in on
Friday.
Friday.
Came in on Friday, yep.
And she came in.
Y'all go back and check it out. Yeah.
So if you're looking at the different candidates.
And I also saw Jim Large on Ray Tampa podcast. So shout out to Jim Large. He's the former fire chief.
Okay, because he's running.
He's running also. And I saw Maria Scruggs and Jim Large were on a panel here at 99.1 on the Ray Tampa podcast. And so you can go to YouTube, find the Ray Tampa podcast, and you can see what former fire chief Large has to say about why he wants to be mayor. And
so you look at it, we got the former fire chief, you got Maria Scruggs, you got Brandy, you got the current mayor, Ken Welch, you have Charlie Chris that's running. Is it one more?
Yes, it's David, somebody out of Short Acres. I always forget his last name.
Yeah,
don't mean to be disrespectful.
No, don't. But I just don't know your last name. Sorry.
Yeah. David from the guy from Short Acres is what how we refer to him.
And you know what I do know about him. He wants to build the wall.
Okay.
To stop the water from coming in.
When you say build the wall, you gotta
not Trump wall.
You gotta keep going.
But
you gotta say that all in a complete.
So he was always somewhere else in another country how to stop the flooding.
Okay.
And when it comes up like on the skyway.
And Short Acres caught it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he has this idea. It's going to cost millions and millions of dollars.
Well, that's one of the conversations that's being had right now, is about the millions of dollars of infrastructure that's needed to protect the city. And so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the city budget in the few minutes that we have. But before we do that, I want to remind those, as we're talking about the mayor's race, that there is a August 18th primary, and that seemed like a long way away, but August will be here before you know it.
And it's not only the mayor's race, because even though we talking about it, we got all city council, all even numbers.
Yeah.
Even numbers are
2, 4, 6, and 8.
Yes, that are up.
Yeah.
And Trevor, did Trevor come on?
Trevor has not.
Okay, but Trevor's running
for District 6.
Right.
There's like maybe like 4 or 5 people in that race also.
Right. And I don't know all them people.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie. So if y'all want to come in, y'all know where to find us.
Right on.
And he's taking over. Trevor is running for Gina Driscoll's seat.
Yeah, District 6.
Right. District 6. And that's kind of a funky little district.
A funky little district. I mean, it really just looks like the city. You have downtown, you got some of the richest and some of the poorest people
in there. That's why I say it's a funky little district.
Yeah, but it really looked like St. Pete.
It does look like St. Pete. And then we have the governor race that's coming.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff. This election is gonna be fully packed with a lot of stuff.
So much so that they cheating. To try and win.
Right, because they done already changed the districts, and so we need to come out in numbers.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We hope more people wake up quickly. Human life going for what? Pull us together. We've got to stand on business when needed. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Miss Debbie, Miss Teresa trying to get at you. So they got some connections that are happening in the chat. All right, and so as we were talking about the times is tough and affordability, let's talk about the St. Pete city budget real quick.
Okay, that's where we were going.
That's where we were going with the budget.
And this time go by so fast because we wanted to talk about Reggie Bush and his $3 million.
Well, let's do it because the budget conversation is just kind of a big one. And
we might not
early in the week. Yeah, we
can.
Reggie Bush. What had happened?
He out here stepping out. He done got somebody pregnant.
Okay.
Right? A lady pregnant, it looks like. And he paid her $3 million.
Okay.
$3 million from what we read.
Paid her $3 million to do what?
To get rid of the baby. I guess. And the lady was married.
Okay.
It's married.
Wait a minute.
Right. Is married, and then she had the baby, and now she wants child support.
So let me do a recap again, just for my, been with my wife 50 years, because that's what the narrative is. Y'all been together 50 years, so
that's it.
So you don't understand. So I want to make sure that I'm hearing you right when you say this. So Reggie Bush, and he's like is he still playing? I know he's he was like a former NFL player.
Yeah, long time
ago. Trophy winner. Yeah. Did all kind of stuff.
And they took the Heisman away from him.
Okay, so he's been having some issues, right?
A long time ago, because remember they had the cheating scandal, like they were doing something.
Okay.
Was it him? Yeah.
Okay, so no stranger to headlines being in the news. So you saying allegedly, I'm gonna just put that there.
Okay.
He had an affair with a married woman, paid her $3 million to not have a baby that she eventually had.
Yeah.
And then where you go after that?
And now you want child support.
Oh. I mean,
so listen,
what's the question? Who's wrong?
The scale in me is saying, listen, once you agree on something, you need to keep up with the agreement.
So you got the $3 million.
You got the $3 million.
But what's the price of a life?
Well, then you shouldn't have took the $3 million. But $3 million, because they say he's worth 25. Okay. And when you say worth 25, don't mean that you have access to 25.
No, that ain't it.
You know what I mean? But just think, if he worked 25 and he gave you 3.
What's his recourse? Like, is he able to say no because we had an agreement? So whatever responsible, I don't know about that one. Like
So here we go. This is an example.
Come on, y'all.
Stop sleeping with people you don't want to
pretty much
procreate with.
Pretty much.
So that's the number one thing, right?
Okay.
Y'all stop sleeping with people that you don't want to have children with.
Her greedy little self needed to sit down somewhere.
She do, and I do think that. But athletes, but you see this all the time. People feel like y'all are meal tickets. You have a baby. The courts are gonna make sure that you take care of the baby.
Yeah.
Even if we just saw Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
And now his baby mama is going back in the court saying he got a raise, so we need to get a raise. And he paid her
$1 million up front.
Like paid her for the whole.
But then now she said he gotta see, that's the whole thing with that. Like, that's just, I'm glad I did figure it out a little early. Because these things to navigate, because you got like human nature, like that part of me, right? It's like, okay, you didn't want the baby, but now you got the baby. And the way I've seen it work out is like these babies turn out to be blessings. When you, especially the ones like you didn't want and like all of that kind of stuff, man, you never know what that child may grow up to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that child may answer a bunch of prayers for a bunch of people in a way that nobody could have ever predicted. And so that's kind of another reason why I am the way I am on abortion. So let alone the fact that now you had a plan that failed and now the baby's still here. Like what you gonna do?
But it's still a gamble because you don't know, because that baby might like you want to. So let's call a spade a spade. Like we want to be in, and in this bliss world where
why
everything.
You gotta do me like that?
Because I am.
That baby got a trick for a daddy and what's his name? Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
But when they ask you, can they be president of the United States? You're gonna look them in their face and tell them, yes, you can.
And you know it's a lot. No. But for real, it is. You never know. Right, you just never know, but you do what you feel like is best at that point in time. But I will tell you this: I don't think you should force children on anybody, but also men. If you really don't want to have children, you need. So my problem is,
okay,
you say you don't want to have kids, right? Like, but you do everything to have a child. You don't use protection.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And then you want the woman to be responsible to take birth control, take the morning after pill, do all this other stuff. And then when the baby comes, you're mad at the woman. I told you I didn't want to have kids, but everything in your actions, everything you're doing, saying that you want to have kids, because if you don't want to have kids, you don't go without protection.
But okay. And so if I know you don't want to have kids, where does permission to not have protection come in?
It goes on both sides.
That's what I mean. So it's like, okay, you saying man, protect yourself.
No, I'm just saying.
But then on the other side of that, it's like, okay, you already told me, but I'm going to submit to you not protecting yourself. Like that responsibility is.
It goes both ways. But when for somebody who carries a child.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling with this so much.
But for somebody who carries a child and actually have to go through the procedure to abort the child, it's different from the person.
I hear that. I totally hear that. Yeah.
Emotionally, that mess up. It can.
Yeah.
Not all mess with the woman, because again.
Yeah, but let me tell you the other side of that.
Go ahead.
I have a friend of mine who does not have children, same age.
I think we talked.
And
you said this,
and he had an opportunity to have children when we were younger,
right?
But she got an abortion. He didn't know about it,
right?
Messed him up,
and I think that's selfish as well.
Totally messed him up.
I think that once you're two consensual adults,
and I still don't have children, but I'm sure like at some point he probably think about like,
could have had one, like,
and he really like loves children, but. So that's what I mean when you talk about the impact of an abortion on a woman. I think there's another side of that where we don't think about the impact that it has on men, especially of our generation, because like they was really pushing like, you got to go to school, it's gonna mess up your career, gonna do all, and it was like a big deal with no consideration for the impact that it has, not just on the individuals, but on the community as a whole.
The community, the impact on individuals. And again, it's a lot of gray in here, right?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for that brother.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you so much. I don't know, Miss Teresa. I don't keep up with it like that. She said I just checked Google, and that scandal with Reggie Bush and the side chick allegedly having a baby is old news from 2017. Why is this relevant now?
Well, it popped up. Yeah. That's why it's relevant.
Okay, it was on the
timeline.
Okay.
It popped up. It just popped up on that. And then this is stuff that's happening all the time. Reggie Bush was just the headline at the point. Miss Teresa.
Okay.
And so it's not saying that like this doesn't happen. Yeah, this is.
Okay. All right, received. Child support is a real thing. Oh, so if y'all want to read more about it and how to navigate that, Antonio Brown, T Brown, shout out to T. If you're still on here, put a link in the chat. Antonio has a great book about how to navigate child support and the child support system if you're dealing with those.
And if you're stressed out.
Okay.
When we were talking about mental health, I have a 30-day journal.
Yes, you do.
Becoming who you want to become and I mean, to be honest, I've talked to some of the people and it's intense.
Yeah. You
really have to sit down because it's not like one of them things that you just say, cat dog, today was a good day. No, it really make you think. Yes. And you have to do these affirmations. You gotta write where you at. You can't lie. I say you can lie to the world, but you can't lie to yourself. You shouldn't. Yeah. And this journal is just to open your eyes into where you at and where you want to become. I'll inbox you. You can get one. I have them in my car.
Right on, right on. All right, so let's go ahead and do this Ask Qiana. We'll talk about the St. Pete budget more exhaustively. We'll start with that on What's on Your Mind Wednesday.
Okay.
To continue that conversation as well. But today's Ask Qiana. Ask Qiana is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op, OCGC.coop. All right, so dear Qiana, my teenage son recently started dating, and honestly, I'm worried he's moving way too fast emotionally. He's completely head over heels, talking about forever, constantly buying gifts, rearranging his whole world around this girl. The problem is, from the outside looking in, she doesn't seem nearly as invested as he is. She's nice enough, but it feels like he's way more emotionally attached than she is. And I'm scared he's setting himself up to get hurt. I know first heartbreak is part of growing up, but it's hard watching your child pour so much into someone who may not feel the same way. My question is, how do you guide a teenage boy through young love without crushing his feelings or making him shut down emotionally? And when do you step in versus letting life teach the lesson?
Okay. Why doesn't he have boundaries? Why there's not stuff that's already set up? So like, hey son, you can date. And yes, you can buy a gift. But at this point, listen, your gift is you put a budget on it.
Okay.
You know, and no, you're not rearranging your whole schedule for them because again, you're a teenager. When do parents become parents? Like when do parents stop parenting?
Okay.
Like that like confused the mess out of me. When the parents, you know, I done tore up my room because my mama told me I couldn't go to a party.
Yeah.
And I thanked her later. I was sad that the next morning when I had collected all these Tevin Campbell posters and putting them on my wall, and I did a whole temper tantrum. And she just let me cry and be in my room and do whatever. I still ain't go.
But
and you know what? And the next morning I woke up, I survived.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Life went on and everything. Still,
right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you want to give them a safe space to speak, but just because they speak don't mean that the outcome is going to change. People want to be heard most of the time, and you can't, there's too many liberties, and you got to set the barriers up for them.
Okay.
And if you don't give it to them, life will.
That's true. No, it's absolutely the truth. No,
you not. What you mean you ain't going to football practice? Yes, you is. That's a commitment that you made.
So how do you guide a teenage boy through young love without crushing his feelings or making him shut down emotionally? Is boundaries?
It's boundaries.
Okay.
You set them up. and see, this is a conversation. And now you sit down and say, "Hey, listen, son, this is getting out of control."
Okay.
And you know what? I love that little girl. Right?
Yeah.
She's a nice girl.
Okay.
But I love you more.
Okay.
And my job as your parents is to set you up so that you're successful in there. And then you don't want to give anybody too much in the beginning, anyways, because you don't know if she appreciate it.
Okay.
Right? And y'all ain't got to the point. And where is money coming from? Like you want them to, you want to teach them how to be chivalrous. You want to teach them how to treat a woman right, but there's steps to it.
Yeah.
And just think, if as a teenager, if you're doing that right now, when he got money, he's gonna be buying his girlfriend.
Okay. I like Yubi's take on this. He said, just be there when the heartbreak happens and advise from the sidelines of the relationship. Yeah.
All that come along too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, there's some things. There's some lessons you just got to learn.
You can't stop the heartbreak.
You just got to go through it. Yeah.
But the changing the schedules and the rearranging and all that.
Yeah. All extra stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No. You parent.
Okay.
Parent.
Boy, you tripping.
Yes. No. You know how many times I had curfew on the phone?
Moving ways too fast. Yeah. Talking about forever, constantly buying gifts, his whole world around this girl. Yeah, you can kind of interrupt some of those patterns.
Forever, ever. You know how many books I had forever? Listen, I had, you know how you do the birthdays, you add up the numbers, whatever it was, and to tell you if it's gonna be forever or not.
I don't remember that one.
See, that's the girl that you
okay.
You got a little book.
I done pulled the flowers and it you know, love me not. Yeah.
I went to a genie. Listen, you know.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
You know, like the little genie, and you know how like you go to the carnival and the genie and you press the button and then they print you out and it says something. So
it's like you're gonna be with this person forever.
Your love will be a part of your life forever, something like that, right? And then you know it didn't lie. You want me to tell you why? Because I had a baby from him, right?
Okay, well, so the genie was right.
The genie was right. But we weren't together. We're not together.
Oh my God. Well, young man, young parent,
he'll get over it.
Yeah.
He will get over it. But be there.
Yeah.
And coach him through it. But yeah, you definitely do gotta put some boundaries.
But then also just know that some things you can't prevent. That's one of the lessons I learned. As much as you try, the guidance that you give, the direction that you give, because it was the same way with me. My dad told me a lot of things that I wish I would have listened to later on, but I just had to figure it out or find out the hard way.
And you want me to tell you what I've learned too, through life, telling them and describe, like giving them a map is different.
Yeah.
Say, no, son, don't do this. Say, hey, son, listen, you do this. Yeah. Once you do this, this is going to happen. And usually when somebody gets through that first road bump that you done told them, it slows them down. Wait, hold on. My mama might know what I'm talking about. My daddy might. But just telling them and not explaining.
No, I hear that. That is effective. That does work. And it is a great tactic for some things, right? I mean, like you said, we don't subscribe to all. Because there are things where no matter how much, again, just to manage your expectations, parents, especially with teenagers, right?
They don't like you.
I mean,
they don't like you.
You just don't understand them. You remember when you was a teenager, your parents didn't understand you. Like that was kind of the thing. Y'all
or they did, or you just didn't think they
did. But in your mind, they don't understand me. Will Smith made a lot of money with a song called Parents Just Don't Understand, because people felt that way for real.
And they say they know,
and that's still the way that it is. And so that roadmap scenario is great. I think it really plays out more when your children are older, because then they have more lived experience. But like when they're young, like you know, you want to test your you know, oh, okay, you think you know, but no, I know better. And
but
then,
that's why.
yeah.
So and on the opposite,
yeah,
no, when you're older, you done already went through the bumps and hurdles, so now you're listening.
yeah.
And when you're younger, I flip it. You say, hey, listen, if you jump in that pool, you might not. You ain't gonna breathe if you don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
And when you jump in there and you're drowning, you're thinking about, oh, I can't breathe. And somebody coming you thinking.
You think about that on the sideline.
Yeah. And you ain't jumping back in there again.
Yeah.
So
true,
you know.
True that. So listen, y'all, this has been a great ride. Thank you, Q, for all the things that you do. It's going to be an amazing week. There's a lot of stuff happening. So y'all make sure that you follow the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. And that's all I got.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a great night out, grown and sexy Sunday, the listening room.
Oh, that's this weekend?
It's this weekend, Sunday.
Nice.
It's gonna be amazing. Live band, Cheyenne Finnegan, and Cole Michelle. Michelle, she's the host.
Oh, yeah.
Cole,
looking forward to that.
Yeah, she's the host. And so y'all come out.
Right on.
Get your tickets. Yeah, so Sister Hughes up next.
Sister Hughes, make you lose your shoes. And shout out around the house.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And we out.
Bing, bing.